going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Great night, whatever. Hope you had a great day. Let's see. I've got some court. I like court. Do you guys like court? I've got a good one. Well, I've actually got two good ones. First one's in front of Judge Simmons, and it's a little bit of a longer one. It's a longer one. It's going to take most of the stream. It's an eviction case, and we have brother versus brother, and it's interesting. Yeah, and this is all because somebody passed away in their family, and it's causing a lot of issues. And this sucks. This sucks. I personally been through it when my mom passed away. It started a lot of fights. Now, the funny thing about it is, I don't have a close family. I've got two brothers and a sister. I think some of you know that, some of you don't, but I've got two brothers and a sister, and we're not like a close knit family. I'm lucky to get a happy birthday text from one of them a year. Like it's just the thing. We're all used to it. We all live our separate lives, and that's fine. That's my family dynamic. When my mom passed away, we all got super close for about a day, and then we all started fighting again. And so I kind of feel for this family. There's a lot of family drama involved in this case, but it's weird. It's really weird. One brother's trying to evict another brother out of a house that he may not even have the rights over, but he claims he does. It is so weird, but we're gonna get into it. Before we do, though, giant shout out to Lucy for bringing this case to my attention. I started watching it a little bit. It's funny because she just messaged me. Lucy, that ding was you, Lucy. I don't know if you're here. But she sent me this and she said, "Hey, check this one out." And I started watching the beginning of it, and then I stopped and started watching another case. And the other case I went to was boring, and she brought my attention back to this one. I finished it up. I was like, "Okay, this is good enough to share." So thank you so much, Lucy. I do appreciate it. All right, first case, Judge Simmons out of Michigan. She's in Lansing, I believe. I believe this is the Lansing courthouse. All right. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
072. Or you can come up to the tables, please. Okay, you're Mr. Bobby Don.
Stand up. Yeah.
And your name?
Robert.
Okay, and this is for an eviction for termination of tenancy, correct?
No.
Is that a yes? Yes? Okay, so you are evicting Mr. Hicks, and you are not come to a resolution about termination of tenancy. You believe you live in the property?
First, yes, I do right now.
Okay. How long have you been living in the property?
Taking care of my mom, and it's been over 10 years.
Okay.
The actual property
you
with my
own-
mom.
You own the property? Yes. Let's see. How do you own the property, sir?
How do I own the property?
You heard it very clearly. How do you own the property?
Because I signed for it,
You signed for what?
the property. I got the bank on it.
You took a loan out and purchased the property from the bank. That's
Yep.
how you own it. Okay. So you purchased the property. Or what's your relation to him?
My brother.
You all are siblings?
Yes.
Okay. You have proof.
Yeah, no, not Eric Martin. Eric Martin's not due back till the 31st. So we have about 2 weeks before we're gonna see Mr. Martin again. So yeah, unfortunately, he's not in court every day. He has he does appear a lot, but not every day. But yeah, January 31st is the next time we're gonna see Mr. Martin. And while I'm paused, Michelle, 1 year. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate it. Michelle is one of my head mods. Thank you so much for all your hard work, Michelle. Thank you so much for the year. That is awesome. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep going.
Of ownership of the property.
We got a big one, right? Yeah, yeah, we do. I literally looked at my phone for a second. I came back up and I've got, 200 more, well, more than 200 people in the chat. Biggin, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I appreciate it. If you're here, Biggin, I feel like you listened for a little bit right after you raid. Happy belated birthday. It was Biggin's birthday yesterday. And Biggin, I hope you had the best day ever yesterday. I really do. And yeah, congratulations on another revolution around the sun. I hope you have a better one this year than you had last year. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming over from Biggin. You guys are awesome. This clip just started, so I don't have to let you in on anything. This is brother versus brother. It's actually kind of one brother versus the entire family. So it's brother versus siblings more. That's more accurate to what's going on here. But that doesn't come out until later in the hearing. But it is an eviction hearing. One brother thinks he owns the house, and let's just say it turns a little weird. Okay. Let's keep going. Again, Biggin, thank you so much. Happy belated birthday. I know I said happy birthday to you yesterday, but I can actually say it to the Biggin Raiders today. So happy belated birthday. All right, let's go. Hey, we got some dead time, and Biggin is here. Thanks, buddy, for the raid. I appreciate it. No, it's not audio drop. I think Judge Simmons just reading over the case. Sometimes I don't remember to cut these parts out. They're generally less than a minute long. So when you have a 40-minute court hearing, I don't remember to cut out the 1 minute at the beginning. So we're about to get into it shortly. I do apologize for the short dead air, but it's a good time for me to talk. And Biggin's hanging out with us, so it's a great time. Great time.
This is about property at 2320 Poly Ave.
Yeah. Look at that again.
You gave me two documents here. This document here is a title, something from the title office. It's from 1994. It's definitely not relevant to this address.
Okay, just a minute.
And then you've given me an Eaton County Register of Deeds payment receipt that you paid.
You don't want that. I've got zombies stuck in my head for whatever reason. You do not want to hear my rendition of that. And I know why it's stuck in my head, but it's been in my head for a couple hours now. Yeah. Yeah, your guys are lucky that I'm not singing it to you Heather got to hear it about an hour ago, and she's probably happy that I'm not singing it now either.
For copies of something in 2019.
This is it.
It's for 2320 Poly Ave.
No, this one right here is for, that's when I went in and, signed it.
Okay, so you purchased this property.
I purchased
What
property.
what year did you purchase 2320? What year?
94.
By yourself or with someone else?
Well, this one right here was with my mom.
No. I don't want to hear about this one right here.
Okay,
This is the only one I want to hear about is 2320. Who did you buy the property with? By yourself or with someone else?
2320, that's my address.
Okay, what is the address that you're
43.
evicting from? Okay, 4316.
I am talking about the Cranberries version of Zombie. That's what I have stuck in my head. Nothing against Rob Zombie, but yeah, he's not stuck in my head right now. It's the Cranberries song.
Right,
You purchased that on your own?
yep,
When?
94.
Purchased it from the bank?
Yep. Yes,
Why is it that your sibling believes that that's not the truth?
This will.
I didn't ask
Okay,
you, I'm
sorry,
asking him.
I'm sorry.
I'll give you a chance.
Okay.
why they don't believe it?
Yeah, why
I
do
don't
they
know
not
why
know
they
that
won't,
you
because
purchased the property?
She couldn't go to any
Who's she?
my mother. Carrie Hicks couldn't go to no one else in the family that would help her out to get this house.
Okay, so this was a house for your mom.
Yeah,
So the house was
purchased it.
purchased for your mom?
I purchased it from my sister at the time, because my mom was taking care of my sister. So she wanted the house after my sister passed away. And that's where this deed here come in at,
Okay, can you pass me that?
where we,
So you purchased the
Right.
house from your sister
yeah.
for your mom?
Yeah, from Dolores White.
For your mom?
Yep,
Did your mom give you money for that?
nope,
Is that a yes or no? Don't speak out unless you want to get kicked out.
no, she didn't give no money. I had to pay all the closing and everything for it.
For $1?
That's your. Oh,
I just gave a rule. You speak out, you kicked out. I don't think that's what you want right now. Says the estate of Dolores Woodward, is that your sister?
Yes.
Formerly Dolores White.
Yep.
And it says conveyed to Bob Dodd, that's you, sir? Is that you?
That's me.
Okay. And you purchased it for $1?
No, that's, you're reading the wrong one.
I'm reading what you gave me, which is the warranty deed. For the sum of $1 is what it says. 28th of February, 1994. If you got something else that says something different, I'm happy to see it.
They all say $1. But that's not the way it went down.
Tell me how it went down.
It went down because I went to the bank and got a loan for it. I got all of, from Bank One, I got the,
No. A lot more details are about to come out. He didn't get a bank loan for $1. He's saying that he purchased the property for. Well, no, the judge said he purchased the property for $1. He said no. Just a really quick high level summary. The mom and this guy, one of the brothers, co-signed on the house. And when the mom passed, he's trying to take ownership of the house, and I guess he tried to say that he bought it for $1 in some document. even though he just said no. He's about to show some documents that Judge Simmons quickly throws out. And so this guy doesn't have his paperwork together. This whole thing's a giant mess. There's a lot of drama. Okay. Hopefully that clears that up there, ball.
What the original price started out and what it was gonna be after.
How much did you pay for the property, sir?
At that time, 32,000.
So you purchased the property for $32,000 and you had a loan from the bank?
Yeah,
You have proof of that? Okay, and so your mother was living in the property
right.
and then what happened? She's no longer living in the property? She's deceased?
With us. She
Okay,
passed away in October.
of this year? And your brother, this is your brother?
Yes.
He was living there with the mother?
Yes,
Your mother had, is this property in probate at all? It's not a part of a probate action. Was there a will that contained this property for some reason?
not as I know
Okay, you can have a seat. Tell me why you believe that he doesn't own the property.
My mom specifically stated she didn't want him to have nothing to
I didn't
do
ask you that. Tell me why you believe he doesn't own the property.
because he ain't paid nothing on that house, period.
Who paid for it?
He found out how the last payment was due. He ran and paid it. My mom paid for the house.
You have proof.
Yes,
Where's the proof that your mom paid? You have witnesses, is that what you're saying? 'Cause
exactly.
You're pointing. This is,
My
let
brothers-
me be clear here. This is a court of law. This is not the streets.
I'm really,
So you conduct yourself as such. We don't blurt out. We don't point around at people like they can just start blurting out in the middle of court. This is contrary to what you see on TV. This is not Judge Judy. So you're gonna conduct yourself with decorum. I'll give you a time to speak. When it's not time to speak, you don't speak. And if you have a witness, you let me know that you have a witness.
I do have a witness.
Okay, what's your witness's name?
Bruce Hicks,
Okay, you wanna call
Donna
Bruce
Hicks.
Hicks?
Donna Ray.
Which
We
one do you
definitely
want,
Hicks.
which one do you wanna call first?
Bruce is the one I have all of the paperwork with.
Okay, so you wanna call Bruce Hicks?
I do.
You can have a seat. Bruce Hicks can take the stand. No, so you're the defendant, so you stay there. Bruce Hicks is coming up to right here. You can have a seat.
Michelle, that is awesome that you had at least a civilized split with your ex-husband. I had the same thing with my ex-wife. I bought a house when we were married, and it was solely in my name. But we had kids, and I sold her the house she refinanced it, and I just sold her the house to put it under her name. Not exactly how much was owed, so it wasn't even $1. I just let her refinance it. I just signed the paperwork. I mean, sometimes it's just better to do that. You know, I didn't need the headache of owning a house when she was living in it, and I didn't want to own a house, you know, by myself. So sometimes that just makes sense. So good for your ex-husband to do that, and I like to think, you know, sometimes, you know, just brushing your shoulders and letting things go is the best way to go. It really is. But anyways, thank you for the super chat, Michelle.
I want you to stop right there, and then you're gonna raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
You can have a seat. I need you to state your first and your last name and then spell both.
Bruce Hicks, BRUCEHICKS.
Okay, and Mr. Hicks, what's your relation to the defendant?
He's my brother.
Okay, which means the plaintiff is also your brother?
Yeah,
Okay, and so this property located at 4316, you're familiar with?
Yes, I am.
How are you familiar with that property?
Well, I lived there for a whole year after I got out of there.
Okay, so
Judging from your pictures of all, you can't really speak on that. Just saying. I didn't notice that until you just brought it up, though. Yeah, no, they're all bald. I mean, it's fine, but, but that's funny. I don't know why it's funny. Maybe it's not. It's funny to me. All right, let's go.
that's a property your mom resided in?
Yeah.
How long did your mom reside there?
Since 94.
And it was owned by someone else in your family prior to that?
Yes, my sister. Lois.
Are you familiar with who the owner of the property is?
Yes, my mother was the owner
How do you know?
because she bought the property. She took the loan. She had him, my brother Bobby, as a co-signer on the loan for the house. He didn't take a loan out himself. She got the loan through
Okay,
him.
so your understanding is that your mother took out a loan and that your brother, Mr. Dodd, was the co-signer for the loan,
Plus his wife, he had his wife on there too.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and so what makes you believe that he now is not the lawful owner of the property?
Because my mother was asking him, my brother, to give her the paperwork that after she paid that off, after she got close to paying it off, she was asking him to show her the paperwork.
What paperwork?
Would you tell her what
No,
paperwork?
that's not
is?
how this
I mean,
works.
I don't.
You're the witness.
I mean,
What paperwork?
I have to kind of like, I don't know, kind of flash with this because of the fact that, like I said, I was in prison.
So you weren't present for this conversation?
Well, I was present. My mother told me, I can only give you hearsay because I didn't record it, but I can tell you that my mother told me.
You heard your mother say this?
Yes, I was there.
Okay.
Like I said, I lived with her for a year after I got out of prison.
Okay,
And we used to have talk. And Bobby, my brother, he held back paperwork from her, letting her know, because she was saying that he was trying to take her house.
okay, so let me stop you. Your mother had a mortgage, is what you're saying, on this property
Yes,
in her name.
yes,
She paid the mortgage every month.
yes.
And when the property was paid off, the mortgage company would have sent her paperwork
Yes.
because she was the mortgagee on it, correct?
Right, yeah.
Well, where's the paperwork that says that she paid off the mortgage?
I mean, I guess he has it or something, or some way,
No,
somehow.
the paperwork would have went to her if she paid it off.
I mean, but he was the co-signer of it, and I don't know where all the paperwork is. It's a lot of paperwork missing, but Your Honor, I could tell you that my mother, in her last days, she said that Bobby didn't give her paperwork, and I asked him for the paperwork that she was asking for.
You don't know what the name of the paperwork is?
I don't know exactly what she was talking about. All I know is she said that he was holding back some paperwork, and she was asking him for it, and he didn't give it to her. So, and then the dollar that you were talking about was a property that she sold him for $1. And that's why she excluded him out of the will.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what the cosigner is. He knows that the brother has some kind of stake in the house. The problem is the brother didn't do anything besides cosign. We're about to find that out. And if you guys looked at the thumbnail, Judge Simmons does accuse this guy of fraud. That is coming up. There's a lot more details. There are a lot more details that are about to come out about this. It's a little weird. It's gonna get a little weird. I wanna, yeah, we'll just keep it at that. Sorry, my phone's going off. Derval, thank you so much for the super chat. It's a thrill when you pay attention to us. Yeah, I'm guessing you're referring to last night. Yeah, there was about a 5-minute period where I was having a conversation with Heather, which she's blowing up my phone right now. So we all need to tell Heather, calm down when I'm live. Don't tell her that. No, you don't tell females to calm down. That was the wrong thing to say. Yeah, let's revisit this at a different time. And when I say revisit it, never again. Anyways, Deval, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it.
That property says it's 4316 Dumfries Circle.
No,
That's what this is, a
It's
legal
not.
document here.
it was on Charles Street. The
No,
property that
I don't want to hear anything about Charles Street unless you got paperwork to show me that that's what it was for.
Well, he got it.
No,
he got to have it.
I'm not asking you what he has. I'm asking you what you have as
I don't have that
as a
paperwork
witness. So
on Charles.
what evidentiary value does he have for you, sir?
All of the information that he has concerning the house at 4316 Dumfries Circle, I put it together myself because it was all the
Is
payments.
that what this stuff is?
That's what that is.
Okay, you put this packet of stuff together?
I did. I gave
You
it out
pass
to
him this
him.
packet of stuff? That's your evidence, not his. You need to, if it's different if you need him
I
to
know,
help you
I was just-
testify as to what it is, but you need to admit this evidence and tell us what it is
Judge, can I say something?
in just a moment. Do you have any
Okay.
paperwork in this packet that shows your mom took the mortgage out?
I know how the paperwork is reading. The way the whole thing was designed was my mom. Like I said, I stayed with her for 10 years, taking care of her. So by me being there, I was the one that she relayed all of her business information to.
Did you hear my question?
Yes,
What was it?
about the documents to
Do you
show.
have any paperwork that has your mom listed as the person who took the mortgage out?
This is the one right here. The Midland Mortgage. This is the Midland Mortgage. He wrote all the checks for Midland Mortgage. All of the taxes from Midland Mortgage.
Let me see this, the two he just gave you first. This is a tax statement.
That's all from Midland Mortgage. This is all my mom's information.
What's your mom's name?
Carrie Hicks,
It says payer borrower is Bobby Dodd.
he did go and sign for the,
The house is in his name. He took the mortgage out. It does not have her name on this paperwork.
you did that for real?
Okay, I can explain to you what that deed is saying. Says she was a survivor. I was a co-signer, and she was a survivor until whatever comes first. If she passed away, it goes over to me. If I pass away, it goes back over to her. But she did not do no co-signing at all. She was
This is
just,
not, I don't need you to explain a warranty deed to me.
Oh, okay.
You could have done that to him on your personal time over Thanksgiving dinner, birthday parties,
I
whatever.
tried to, but they wouldn't listen.
But I am clear as to what a warranty deed is. This warranty deed says that Bobby Dodd was the personal representative for your sister. Were you aware of that?
Yes, I
Okay.
remember that too.
And it says that it conveyed the property to Bobby Dodd.
Your Honor,
And this mortgage is what he refinanced. So this is not refinancing paperwork. I don't see anybody's name on here but Bobby Dodd's. And you can't refinance on something unless your name is on the deed. So that's why I'm asking you to show me something that has your mother's name on it, to show me that she was,
There's paperwork in there with samples.
that she purchased the property. You can step off the stand because I don't think he has any questions for you.
yeah, I'm looking for the one that got both their names on it. It's the one for my sister.
All right, Wise going through the paperwork real quick. Every time I pause it, I think Heather's watching, and she knows every time I pause it to send me a message. Christine, thank you so much for the super sticker. I do appreciate it. Very generous of you. Thank you so much, Christine. Um, just I gotta say this real quick. Has nothing to do with this case. Heather and I are big gamers. We play a lot of co-op games together. Right now, we're playing a survival game set in prehistoric times. So we're trying to catch dinosaurs as pets. And we've been trying to catch raptors for the last day and a half now. And she just caught them. You know, when I signed off to go live with you guys, she's been catching raptors now, and she's sending me pictures, messaging me, just pretty much telling me how much better at the game that she is than I am. Because she caught them all by herself, and we couldn't do it with both of us. So that's what's going on, and Heather's really excited. Ark, yeah, that's exactly it. We're playing Ark Ascension right now. Is it Ascension? Ark Ascendant? I don't know. But that's exactly the game we're playing right now.
This is one of the papers for her for 4316, don't you circle?
Her name is on there?
It is. Just the top one has her name on it.
This is a 1099-R, sir.
This is also Bobby Dodd and Kerry Hicks.
So this is a 1099-R. This is not anything connected to this. Turn your phone off, please.
Understandable, Patrick. Thank you so much for your service. That is awesome. I come from a family of people that have served in the Navy, so no Air Force though. But thank you so much for your service.
This is a piece of paper from July 6th.
Michelle, that is a terrible idea. She's gonna take out a crossbow with tranquilizer arrows and put me on the ground, and then she's gonna take me home as a pet. That's what's gonna happen. All right, phone's going on silent now. Heather's really excited. Let's watch the case. Let's get away from the video game talk. Let's go back to the case.
1994 from the Dunnings Law Firm saying that they enclosed the final account of fiduciary closing statement and proof of mailing, that it went to Bobby Dodd and other people. This is not anything that shows me that she owned this property. Nothing you've given me yet has shown me that she owns the property.
This one. This petition that we just filed for her.
You filed a petition for what, sir?
The same thing,
What do you mean?
because
Is there anything from your mother's estate in probate right now?
that's why we filed it, because it was supposed to have been went through probate. because there was more property than just this house that we're dealing with.
Do you have a probate matter right now?
That's the one we just filed, and he got a copy of it too. He was served with it.
Where's that paperwork?
That one is right here.
Heather! Yes, she's here. You guys can all tell her how much better she is at catching raptors than me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sir. Do you want to sit outside? That's the last time I met you, and why is your hat on in my courtroom?
Maybe this will help out a lot. This is a will about 4316 Dumfries Circle.
I'm not interested in the will. I'm interested in paperwork that shows me what she owns. I can write a will right here and tell you that I'm gonna will you this building across the street. Doesn't mean I own it.
Yeah, right. I understand that. And all of this paper is about her other house.
That's about another house.
Yeah,
I don't want
I
anything
know.
about
I
the
think
other
that's why they
house.
manned it up.
Yeah, only
Only thing
one.
that I have is papers from Midland Mortgage where she's made all of the payments.
But the mortgage was not in her name. Correct? Carrie Hicks? Who's Carrie Hicks?
That's my mother.
Okay. Gives power of attorney. This is a durable power of attorney that you're providing me? I don't understand how this has anything to do with the ownership of the property though. This was from 2018.
Yeah, she
So
did all that.
So your mom needed a power of attorney after 2018?
Yes,
Okay. And when was that will executed?
it was executed during the time she had a power of attorney.
It doesn't tell you the year she signed the will? Yeah, okay.
5th day of April, 2018.
Can you take that off the mic, please? There's a microphone right there, and it's causing feedback for the court reporter.
It was signed in 2018.
After she got a power of attorney?
Yes.
I'm still waiting for something that shows me ownership.
It wouldn't, other than what I've dug up, no proof of ownership other than her making the payments on the house.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you have evidence where there was a mortgage and she was making the payments on the mortgage?
Yes,
Okay,
because he had co-signed for her. First,
well, you didn't show me that, any proof where he co-signed.
that's what I'm saying. All the time my mom questioned him about her paperwork concerning 4316 Dumfries Circle. It was never produced to her. No matter how many times, it got to the point that when he came to the house
Yes,
and she asked him for her paperwork, she would tell me, even before he got in the house, he said, watch and see what I'm telling you. She would ask for the paperwork. He wouldn't go, and he knew he was coming to the house. And he knew that if she seen what he had did.
well, you can't tell me about what someone knows, that's speculation.
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
you don't talk over me, you don't talk over me.
Okay.
You can't tell me what someone else is saying or what someone else knows. You said, because your statement was he knew that. That's against the court rules. That's why I'm stopping you, because it calls for speculation. You can't tell me what he knew. You can tell me what he said if you were there and you heard it, but you can't tell me what went on in his mind.
Okay. So the conversation would be between the three of us, my mom, Bobby, and myself.
Okay,
Before or when she knew he was gonna be there, she would always tell me, Watch and see what I'm telling you.
Your mom would say this?
Yes.
Okay,
She would say it to me every time he came there.
okay.
And the first thing would come out of her mouth is, where's the deed? Where's my paperwork? Let me see it.
She would ask for a paper.
She would ask for it every single time.
And she would not get it, is what you're saying?
No, he wouldn't produce it because he knew.
What would,
Well,
you
I'm
can't tell me what
sorry.
he knew.
I
What would
didn't
be,
mean- let me
what was
rephrase
his
that.
response when she asked?
He didn't give no response.
He would just not respond at all?
No, he
Okay.
would sit in the
And so
chair
how many years did this go on for?
ever since she got the house, pretty much.
Okay, and you live with her? She had a
Yes.
power of attorney and nobody went to the court to secure the issue?
It wasn't me who would have power of attorney. It was my sister.
Yeah, but you live with her, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so nobody ever went to the court if they believed that the property should have been in her name or she should have some paperwork, is what you're saying?
Other than what they did
Nobody ever went to the
with
court
the
to get,
will, other than what they did with the will, that's all they did.
the will is not a court
I
document.
know. This was on my sisters when they did this. They didn't include myself because my other brother was in prison. So I'm the one out besides him.
Okay, so, your sister was the power of attorney, she's in the
All
courtroom?
three are sisters. Both, I got two sisters here.
And they were
apologize.
listed on that power of attorney
Yes,
that you
they
gave
are.
me? Alice Glover?
Alice Glover is not here. Donna and Beverly is. It was the three of them.
Who's Alice Glover? Where is Alice Glover?
Alice is my other sister that she didn't come.
Alice Glover is the attorney in fact. The other two are successors,
Yes, and they're here. Donna and Beverly is
but they
here.
weren't the
Yeah,
power of attorney. They were to take her stead if she was unable to perform those
right.
duties.
I understand that too.
Okay, so no paperwork. You wanted to share something.
Yeah, okay. Understood. This is what, this is what really went down. My mom was not on the,
Oh my God, legal fiction. If anyone knows that reference, Alice's Restaurant, that my dad played that so much as a kid. That is, I didn't think anyone else knew what that was. I thought that was just what my dad's thing. Man, that brings back memories. Thank you, legal fiction, for that. I do appreciate that.
the bank statements for the loan, but I gave her all rights as like ownership to pay the mortgage and keep up the house. Because I told her, I said, I don't need another house. I said, so you're not doing me any favors. I said, having two houses is too much. So I said, I'm handing it over to you. I said, you act just like if you was the owner. I said, you take care of this part over here. And I said, things will go smoothly. I said, but other than that, I said, you don't have much right. I said, I can treat you like a tenant.
Did you charge her rent?
No, I didn't charge her rent.
What is the payment that she was
The
making?
payment that she was making was the mortgage payment.
Why was
and I
she making
gave
the
her the rent.
payments if it was your home?
I gave her the right to make the mortgage payment
Why is she making the mortgage payments if it's your home?
because she wanted to feel like she was part owner. So
She
I
wanted
did,
to just feel like she was part owner by making the mortgage
Right,
payments, and
right.
then when all her money went into this property, you would be the sole owner?
well, because I.
Is that a yes or no? Yeah, is that a yes or no?
Yeah, that's.
Because I want to get that on the record, because they're gonna go to the circuit court. They're gonna get this copy of this record, so that circuit court can flush this out. Because if you defrauded your mom, they're gonna find out.
No, I did not defraud her.
No, I know exactly who my target audience is. YouTube likes to shove that down my throat. And yeah, I didn't think about it before I made that comment. But I will tell you, none of my friends have ever heard it, and I have it almost memorized. I heard it so much growing up that I would start reciting it, and my friends would just be like, "What are you doing? Stop. We don't like that." And then, you know, I downloaded it once and started playing it for people, and they're like, "Shut this off! Shut this off! This is terrible." So I just thought it was my dad's thing. I didn't know it was a classic. But yeah, I yeah, I don't know. I'm 40. Well, I'm almost 41. I turned 41 in almost 2 months now, but um, it is not that much of a classic with my generation. Let's just say that.
Well, I want to know why. They're going to need to find out why it was, because I don't even know who originally owned this property. Your sister, did it will from your sister to your mom? How in the world did the property get to you? But your mom is paying a mortgage on it, and I only see where you refinanced around the same time frame. And why was refinancing
I
necessary?
was the power attorney, and I went to the lawyer and got the deed of the house, because Hood had the house. They was gonna lose the house. So my mom asked me to step up and help her out. And so I said, I don't want to. I said, I'll do my best. So I said, okay, come on. I said, because we tried one bank.
I understand that, sir.
And HUD would not release the house.
You use your name, your credit worthiness,
And HUD
correct?
would not release the house.
But your mother made all the payments, correct?
Yes, she did.
So now I understand why I have your entire family in here, not on the side that you're on, because the money coming from your mother, which would have been their inheritance, going into this house, and then you're the only beneficiary of it. And you thought that that was fair when you did it.
Well, yeah, because I could have charged her rent.
You could have.
That was just like rent to her because it was so cheap. See,
But I asked you, did you charge your rent? You told me no.
No, I didn't charge her
You
rent.
said that she paid the mortgage because she wanted to feel like she was the owner. So what you're telling, what I would interpret that is she believed she was the owner of the property. Let me see the will.
All right, Judge Simmons is looking at the will. BSBT, I'm gonna say this. We both have YouTube channels. You know what? We're both gonna stream at the same time sometimes. It's gonna happen. Yeah, shame on me. Yes, absolutely. You are absolutely right. If everyone thought the way you did, you know what? This world would be in chaos. So good thing we don't.
You all just
Yes.
filed for,
Yeah, I actually paused it for the super chat and I saw BSBT. I'm sorry, Sparko Poots. I know, poor me, poor me. I'm 40. I know, I know. That's not what that comment was supposed to mean, but yes, poor me. Absolutely, we can do some I will accept pity super chats. Let's just say that. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't stop. I didn't mean to say that. Thank you so much, Sparkle Boots. I appreciate it.
probate court
Yes.
matter.
Yes.
Do you have a court date?
No, we don't.
Okay, I see your mom's signature on here. I don't know who's these other signatures by.
Alex, Donna, Beverly.
Okay. Anyone in the courtroom that's related to you know when your next court date is on the probate matter?
No, we don't.
Yes, and then that can go back to him.
Ah, Rachel Mays, that is awesome. Thank you for the super chat, but that is awesome. Uh, yeah, I no words. I love how this how we turned catching raptors into Alice's restaurant. Is anyone paying attention to the court case? I know there was that one guy earlier that I was upset that I was pausing. I do apologize for that. I do pause a lot during my live streams. Yeah, I'm sorry, but not really at the same time. Thank you so much, Rachel Mays, for the super chat. I appreciate it.
What was your mother's name?
Carrie Hicks.
No, she is the owner of the property. Says here, owner, Bobby Dodd, Carrie Hicks. You're not the sole owner of the property.
I co-signed. I put her name on the deed.
You're not the sole owner of the property. That's what it says here on the public record. So, this sounds like it's a probate matter. I'm gonna adjourn this so that you can get a court date with probate or allow them to. Will you just file that paperwork?
Yes.
When was that? Anybody know? This is your one opportunity to blurt out in my courtroom. Raise your
My
hand if
brother,
you
me
know.
and my brother been working together. He was the one that.
You filed something in probate court, sir? Can you speak up?
Yes.
Okay, when did you file it? In December? Like during the holidays, December?
Yeah.
Okay, I asked that because I'm trying to figure out how quickly they might move the paperwork. Okay, so not that long ago.
But I called yesterday, matter of fact. We had a date for minutes ago.
Got it. It could take some time. And I think that the probate judge or court was a little backed up, but let's see here. I'm gonna set this out, reset this 60 days. Because I need to know what's going on with the probate court. The probate court may have a date before then. And I need to know if this property is part of a probate process. And then they may or may not issue a stay of this case. This is only as to possession, not ownership. We don't deal with ownership here. We only deal with possession. March
That's my
26th.
understanding.
March 26th
At 1:30.
at 1:30. Now, you're still living in the property?
I am.
Are you paying any monies?
No, just the bills.
What's the bills?
Light bill, gas bill, water bill.
Taxes or insurance.
Taxes haven't come out yet.
Yes, they have.
Okay, well, taxes and insurance, you're paying for that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You can, if you would like, you can go down to the fifth floor when you're done, and if it's up to you, you can file and request a escrow order to issue. And then the court will review that at another time. But I don't know what the bills are that he's paying. You all can figure that out on your own. You can file an escrow order that will require him to put, because he's residing, and put some money into the court monthly in good faith. Or you could decide you'd rather him just pay these bills that he's paying so that you don't have to pay them. It's up to you. But we'll see you back here March 26th at 1:30. Hopefully with an update, not hopefully, you're gonna come back with some update
Yes,
From
I'm
the-
gonna be on it.
from the
because-
probate court, whether it be that they have a court date or not. I just need an update. If they have a court date, then I know how to proceed. But you
Okay.
gotta, it's your responsibility to bring me an update. And I'm sure that
I
you'll
will do
bring
that.
a cohort of people as you did this time.
Okay.
It's unfortunate that this is what happens to families when someone passes away. This is not good.
It's not. I don't,
I get it, but you're all set for today.
thank you.
All right. We won't get the conclusion of that till March 26th. It's so long. That's so far away. Yeah, a lot to say about that case, but I think you guys all know what's going on. There, the mom passed away, right? And the brothers are now fighting over the house. The plaintiff is trying to get rid of all the other siblings that lived in the house. It's just a giant mess. Real quick, let's see. What do I need to catch up on? Let's see. How much is the pity super chat with that? Vic, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. And no pity super chats. Let's not do that. It's too close to another YouTuber that I'm trying to not mention. So let's not do pity super chats. That's why I said it right when I said it out loud. I'm like, no, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But I do appreciate the super chat, Vic. You are awesome. And Phil, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Welcome to the new member, Phil. You are awesome. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. And I just I just realized something. I didn't boost the volume on this court. This might be very difficult to watch because it might be really low because the volume of this court is super low. So I'm gonna say you guys are probably gonna need headphones for this. Let's see. I always boost this to 200% audio when I put this court on. This is Judge O'Donnell and or Judge Spicy, whatever you want to call him. But I always boost his audio as much as I can on my side, and I forgot to do that when I compiled the video. This might be tough, but let's see if we can get through it with normal audio. If I have to stop it early, I'll stop it early. But you guys let me know.
This is 24-367 Antoine Kaiser. Violation of community control. When was this Crook, when was the probable cause hearing? Do you know?
It was on December 17th, 2020.
And this is the final hearing on the allegation of a probation violation. The violations are, first one, tested positive for marijuana October 24. You understand that charge?
Yes.
Second violation, admitted using marijuana 2 weeks prior to reporting on December 12th. You understand that allegation?
Yes.
Third, attempted to use fake urine on December 12th. You understand that allegation?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Smith, as to the final hearing, what does he want to do?
Your Honor, I've had opportunity to discuss the alleged violations with Mr. Kaiser, and it's my understanding at this time that he does intend to plead.
Yeah, this is normal audio right here. Everyone boosts this. I feel like he has one mic like hanging from the ceiling fan, and that's it. But this is what it normally sounds like, and it is bad. Um, yeah. But let's try to struggle through this because this is good. This is a good case.
Guilty to each of the 3 violations as alleged.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
What's your plea to those allegations?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. Why are you smoking pot?
It was like I lost 2 of my cousins at the same time, like in the same incident. And it was messing with me for a minute till I speak to my counselor, and she gave me ways to go about it different.
So when's it going to stop?
It's over.
Huh?
It's over.
It's over. Now, you were here on December 17th. You were in jail on that day, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I let you out of jail that day, right?
Yes.
Apparently, that might have been a mistake, huh?
No.
No? You didn't show up last Thursday for reporting, right?
Yes.
Why not?
I wasn't able to.
Why not?
I was downtown.
What?
I was downtown.
Downtown doing what?
I was in jail.
In jail.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to discuss your case, 'cause that's not appropriate, but there's going to be another violation coming for that. You understand that?
Yes.
Did you call Miss Crook and tell her that you got arrested?
No.
Why not? Isn't that your obligation under the rules of probation? To inform her of any police contact?
Yes,
Why didn't you do it?
I didn't have the number.
You didn't have the number. You didn't have the number to the probation department in Lake County?
Now,
Huh?
I was downtown.
Why not?
The card was in my room.
Huh?
The card
The card was where?
where her number on it was in my room.
In your room.
Yes.
Didn't you have your phone?
No.
Do you have her number in the phone?
Yes, but I ain't had the phone downtown.
What's it listed under?
My PO.
Your PO, is that what it says?
Jamie Crook.
Jamie Crook?
Mhm.
What, you sure that's what it says under the contact?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that Ms. Crook, called your number when you didn't show up Thursday?
Yes.
And are you aware the phone was answered?
Yes.
By who?
Police.
Police. And when the phone rang from Miss Crook to your phone, what did the display say on the screen?
Her name?
Would it say Jamie Crook?
Crook.
Crook?
I'm not sure.
No. Miss Crook, when you called and you talked to the detective, tell me about that conversation.
Well, the detective had asked me for my name because my name did not come up with he knew it was his PO, but it didn't have my name.
How did he know it was the PO? Did he tell you?
Well, he told me from the contact that came up, he could see PO, but it didn't have my name before.
What did it have?
Bitch ass PO.
Bitch ass PO. Why does it say that? You got a problem with Miss Crook?
No.
All right, all right. If you guys didn't hear that, I do apologize for the volume, but so he was in custody. His probation officer called his phone, and it was in police custody, and they saw what the contact was, and it was bitch ass PO. Now, I have some people listed under unfavorable names in my phone. It doesn't really mean anything. I don't know. Like, I understand why that's kind of a slap in the face of the core system. I mean, that's a very disrespectful name to put on somebody that's trying to help you. And the the probation officer is trying to help you, but at the same time, like, I, it's just a name and a phone. It really is. It shows disrespect, absolutely, but it's not meant to be public. It's not meant to that. So what he thinks privately about his situation, I don't know. I wouldn't bring that up in court. It's he didn't call it that. He didn't call her that to her face. At least I hope not. That's just my 2 cents. You guys might think differently, but that's what I think.
Well, then why do you refer to her in your phone as a bitch ass PO? Why do you refer to her in your phone as a bitch ass PO?
I don't.
You don't? Who put that in your phone? Who wrote that? Who typed that in your phone under the contact for Miss Crook?
Me.
Okay, so why do you refer to her as your bitch ass PO?
That's not what I refer to her as.
What?
That's not what I refer to her as.
Did you type that in your phone?
Yes.
So you don't think very much of Miss Crook, do you?
I do.
You don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't put her in your phone as your bitch ass PO. Now, I put you on probation in July for this weapons charge. You were in jail at the time. I let you out of jail that day, put you on probation with very few conditions. No drugs or alcohol. You haven't done that. Did you do your drug and alcohol evaluation?
Yes.
Where?
Moore's counseling.
What do you got on that, Ms. Crook?
He did complete an evaluation back in August, but then never completed their recommended IOP. He never went back for orientation, so he was supposed to have done a new assessment with them to re-engage with them. I do not have a new assessment from
So
them.
why didn't you follow through once you did the evaluation with their recommendations?
I went.
You went and got evaluated, right? Right? What did they recommend?
To come back. I went
And
back
when did you go back?
December.
And what did you go back for? What did you do?
Can you repeat that?
When you went back,
Yeah, his probation officer is in the gallery, I'm guessing. She keeps yelling from the gallery. Again, I apologize for the volume. It does suck. This is why we boost audio, but I can't do anything about it after the video is compiled. And yeah, this course audio is, as you see it, it's just extremely low. Before we get further into it, Annette, thank you so much for the super sick. Words, pronunciation. Annette, thank you so much for the super sticker. I do appreciate it. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's keep going.
what did you do? What did they recommend, first of all, from your evaluation?
Therapy.
Huh?
Therapy.
Okay. And so when did you go back? December what?
26.
December 26th. And what did you do when you were there on December 26th?
We talked for like an hour.
Huh?
We talked for like an hour.
Okay, and then what are you supposed to do next?
I was on the phone with a therapist yesterday. He said we're gonna do week to week talks.
Well, when are you supposed to go back?
Yesterday he said he gonna call. He gonna sign he gonna send an email and I'm gonna sign a form. And he said he's just gonna call me every week. He said he's gonna let me know today.
Where are you working?
So it's Glass House
Where?
on Arlington.
It's my understanding that you have bigger problems than this case in Cuyahoga County at this point. So we're gonna wait to see what happens with that case. In the meantime, Ms. Crook is gonna file a new violation on your failure to contact her when you had police contact. And apparently driving your grandmother's car without a license, since it's suspended. And we're gonna wait to see the outcome of that other case. In the meantime, you're to continue to follow through with your obligations on your probation conditions here. And you're to show up when you're supposed to show up. And if I were you, I'd change the contact to maybe Jamie Crook instead of bitch-ass PO. Because that tells me a lot about you right off the bat. What run-ins did you have with her since you've been on probation in July?
Run-ins.
Run-ins. What problems did you have with her? What disputes?
Yeah, I agree, Marty. I've got people listed on my phone, just private names. You don't want to see what I have my ex-wife's name as. It's not something that's supposed to be public. If anyone saw it and they're like, "Oh, is that your ex-wife?" Like, yeah, they might giggle a little bit. If she saw it, would it offend her? Possibly, but it's not meant to be public. It's not. So, yeah, uh, I don't like how they're using it against them. I know again, it shows massive disrespect for the entire system, and I understand that, but it's not meant to be public. It's something that he thought of in his head. He's probably upset that he's on probation. Why, I don't know the underlying case. They said it has something to do with a weapon charge, but we don't know the details of it. So it's just dumb to be brought up in court. It really is. Um, no, no, I have called her that in the past, but she's not listed as a C word. She is not. I don't call people that. Um, Sometimes I want to, and I have. Like I said, I have in the past, but that's not what she's listed as. All right, let's finish this up. We're almost done. There's only about a minute or two left of this case, and while the rest of this is playing out, I'm gonna look for someone to redirect to. Let's get the jump. Yeah, yeah. No, it's. I think he does it on purpose. This Judge O'Donnell or Judge Spicy or Minecraft Court, whatever you want to call it, I honestly feel like they set this up on purpose. Do you know how hard it is just to Minecraft the jury box? That's not something that you can easily do. And it is permanently like that set up. So he's had a tech person come in and do that. I've watched jury trials in this court, and it makes sense why he does it, but it's just, you know, there were easier solutions than doing that. Just move the camera. You don't have to show the jury box. Why is it in that corner? It would have saved you, I don't know, the tech guy, a couple hours worth of work. Anyways, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Okay. Um, while this is playing out, I'm gonna look for someone to raid. I will pause it one more time to say goodnight, but there's only 2 minutes left, so we're gonna play this out.
Did you have with her? What arguments did you have with her?
None.
None. Then why do you show such disrespect to her by referring to her as bitch-ass PO?
That was a year ago.
What?
That was a year ago.
It was a year ago. You haven't been on probation for a year. You've only been on probation since July 10th. So sometime after July 10th, you weren't assigned to her until after you were sentenced on July 10th. So what happened after July 10th when you met her that you decided that she was the bitch-ass PO?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just don't like women? What? What is it? There's 4 women sitting in this courtroom and me and you. Do you like any of them? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, do you refer to Miss Smith as bitch-ass PD?
No.
All right. You certainly don't refer to your grandmother in that regard, do you?
No.
Okay, so why don't you get your act together, straighten up, do what you're supposed to do, and deal with the case in Cuyahoga, then we'll come back. You understand that?
Okay.
When's he supposed to report again?
I'll have him come over after the hearing,
And then what?
and then he'll probably be scheduled for weekly reporting, so he'll go up to ISP.
Okay. So, do one thing wrong while this case is pending in Cuyahoga, and in order for you to go to your court appearances, they'll have to come get you from the jail over here and take you there.
Okay.
Anything else, Ms. Smith?
Not this time, Your Honor.
All right, and that's it. That is it. Michelle, thank you so much. Who gives a fuck if he doesn't like women? Oh, I don't know why that it took me a second to read that. Yeah, yeah. This case troubled me. You can tell. I feel like the judge he focused way too much on the probation officer's name and instead of the case. And yeah, again, it shows disrespect. It does. It shows a lot of disrespect to do that. But it's private. The phone rang when it was in police custody. That's the only reason they know. He wasn't calling her that. If he called her and she answered the phone and she said, "What's up, my bitch ass PO?" That's different. It's private. It's in your hand. Again, that could have been 1 second in time when he was saving her number. He was frustrated that he has to do probation and he saved it as that, and then he didn't change it. You know, Guys are lazy. We're all lazy at heart. We are. You know, so he knew that as his probation officer in his phone. I don't know. I don't. Anyways, it was still an entertaining case. But this stream is finished. We are done for the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, Big and Dicky for the raid. For all the Big and Raiders, thank you so much for sticking it out. I know Biggie doesn't play a lot of court. He does a lot of body cam. So for all the Big and Raiders, thank you so much for sticking it out. We are raiding Katie Zed tonight. Now, I know you guys are used to me rating Lone Wolf, and I rate Lone Wolf 3 or 4 times a week. I always do. But on Wednesday nights, Katie Z and KFAR go they string together. So I like rating them on Wednesdays. It's gonna happen. So don't be too mad at me. But we have Lone Wolf live right now. So go check him out if you don't want to go to Katie Z and KFAR. If you want to watch more court, Lone Wolf is doing his Judge Fleischer forum, and then Katie Z and KFAR are doing their booze body cam. What I don't really know what they call it, booze and body cam, something like that. Also, Fight the Flat Earth is live too. I've never rated him. He doesn't know I exist, but I am a big fan of him. So those are the 4 people I could have rated. So those are the options. I'm gonna go hang out with Katie Z for a minute, then go jump in and say hi to Lone Wolf, and then I'm gonna peace out. So those are the options, but we are set up to redirect to Katie Z. I know I'm talking in circles. I am absolutely talking in circles. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you all for hanging out with me, for the super chats, the super stickers, the gifted memberships, the membership milestones. You guys are all awesome. I will see you tomorrow. Hold on, real quick. I like to tell you what I have on the next day. Let's see, tomorrow's the 16th. I have got nothing. Yeah, I told you guys yesterday that this week is just very slim with calendar work. Next week we have a lot, but this week we don't really have anything. So we're gonna be hit or miss tomorrow. Okay, I'm done. You guys have a great rest of your night. Until next time, bye.